Hey, what's going on with y'all? Fellas, ladies, what's good? I want to discuss a very important topic and things that can actually lead to this topic, and which I'm going to discuss, which is the art of gaslighting. Gaslighting is something that happens on a regular basis, whether it's in the real world that people do their 9 to 5s in, own businesses, legit families, suburban households, ghetto households, poverty, rich people, middle class, that world. Then you got the gang stalking world, which is gaslighting, making you believe things aren't true, setting the time frames back, deleting things off your phone and calendar so you don't understand or remember what the person said, and now they're saying something completely different. Gaslighting. People trying to do fucked up things to you, or trying to poison you, kill you, confuse you, put you to sleep. Obviously drugging you, and trying to hypnotize you, doing the wrong kind of fucking magic. Also, that connects to the criminal underworld as well. Now, in the real world, people that gaslight you is more of someone that they don't realize they're actually fucking doing what they're doing sometimes. What they see is that they see themselves doing something that is controlling. That can be a natural thing that you have, that you just something as a almost weakness. It can be a good thing as well, but when you're over controlling, you start overdoing it, trying to really you're getting off to the fact that you can let this motherfucker do what he wants to do. You're not like to the level where you're actually starting to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, it just, made him do, and it's making me come, because, that kind of shit right there it's turns somebody on. It also could be funny to fuck with your head. It's comedy to them. It's a joke. It just keeps them entertained, fucking with you. And that could lead off to fucking psychopathy and shit like that. All connected to one. So basically, back to the real world, like people can do that kind of shit like that, not to the point that it's like it really makes them. They're still passionate and they still have remorse. They just like to control a little bit. That happens. It's still fucking with your head, telling you shit all the time, telling you you're not. In an abuse factor, let's say let's compare it to abuse. Like when you go around, like, look at you, you're fucking fat, you're ugly, you don't cook, you don't clean no more. I'm fucking tired of you. Your fucking pussy ain't even that good. Have a little bit too much to drink, start talking shit. Like, last year, you look good. Now this year, I don't even like to be around you. Shamed, actually. Walked to the store the other day. I was looking the other way. I was pretending I was with other people I wasn't with. You know what I'm saying? Like, that fucking hurts, man. And you start to believe that shit's true after a while. When someone's telling you that all the fucking time, I mean, that hurts, and we've all been guilty of being mean to people, not really meaning to. But when you become mature and you know what you're doing is fucked up, you know it's wrong, but into your heart that you made yourself lie to yourself so fucking much because you're such a sociopath that you actually believe everything that you're doing that's so fucked up, and you won't believe your own fucking lies, and you really believe in your heart that you didn't do it, even though you know you did it. And they'll swear up and down that they never did what they fucking did, even though you saw them, but you really didn't see them. You know what I'm talking about? It's obvious. Like, they left the fucking, like, that's your clothing. Why does it have fucking, why do I see blood on it? Why is there fucking, why does it smell like a fucking woman? Why does it smell like a man? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Like, who you been messing with? I don't know who that is. That's not my shirt. Never seen it. I don't know why it has it on there. Never seen that before in my life. Didn't do it. Wasn't me. You're dealing with a sociopath who is fucking probably gaslighting you on a regular basis, which is mental abuse in another form. It can get like to the point that like people do that shit so much, and they really get off to that shit. It's like it's so exciting. Like imagine a motherfucker who probably gets his first kill, and he's like, damn, they talk about this shit. They have a drive to do another one. I can kill again. I felt good. Felt good to have that power that no one could fucking talk to me like that, or they see what the fuck's gonna happen. And it feels good that motherfuckers fear them. They love that shit. You think that don't fucking happen? People love being feared. I want you to fear me. Because I'm not a nice person. Shit, you know? Some people come out there with this personality that they're very sweet, sincere, caring, but they are. People who are fucking killers and psychopaths, they're fucking brilliant. They're smart, intelligent, very clever, generous as all fuck. Willing to give up a whole bunch of shit just to make sure you eat. Caring almost. To a certain extent. That's where the dislikes come in. They're kind of like they jump the gate. Now that you're suspect with your caring, that when you're fucking hurt, bleeding or something like that, they don't give two fucks. It's the way they just say things, like, or they don't pay attention to you at all. Like, you're over here like in agony and they're just like, you know, doing their nails. Or it's motherfuckers over there like in the room watching TV and you over here in pain. Like, you don't give a fuck. Okay, this person that you're with is something's not right in their head because they don't have no remorse for you. So you might be dealing with someone who has a serious mental issue. It doesn't mean they're not smart, clever, you know, brilliant, fucking fascinating to be around, intelligent, smart, generous, give you the fucking shove their back. But they'll kill you in a second. And they might have a whole bunch of bodies buried behind their backyard. You don't even know about it. Eating fucking barbecue with your ass. It happens. Seen the story. So those are worlds that you know you hope you never get caught up in by accident. You don't want to end up in someone's basement like this. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to end up in the basement like that, man. Like, and see like the dungeon that you saw on TV. Some of the movies you watch, man, like I've seen, you know, the shit in gang stalking. I watch movies now. I be like, God damn, these newer movies they make. These people in the industry know what's going on out here. And I'm going to explain that to you. I don't give a fuck. Because I've already been gang stalked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been getting gaslight all my fucking life. I don't give a fuck about telling you about what's going on. I'm not going to give you every person that I know is doing it. No, I don't fucking even know who's exactly doing it. But I do know there is an underworld out there that a lot of people aren't fucking seeing. And a whole bunch of people are starting to... Not a whole bunch, but there are very few people out there who get chosen to be TIs. And, you know what I'm saying? And they know what I'm talking about. And I want to know that, and I want to explain to people that, you know, when I do these things, is to share it because it needs to be exposed. You need to understand about this shit because you need to protect yourself and be, because it's not something I wish upon my worst enemy to happen to them, to be fucked with on a regular basis, be followed and mentally fucked with and told things aren't true when they are. You start to make them, like, they tell you that shit so much, it almost becomes true to you that maybe that didn't happen, but you know it happened. To this day, things that I know happened to me and I saw happen, there was blatant lies to me. Even though I saw this shit, it made me think that maybe I didn't see it. There's times when I know I fucking saw it, but there's times when it's like, this person's actually making me believe that I just saw that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff that was mine in your fucking hand, for instance. Or I saw what I thought I saw was something that, you know, you shouldn't have been having. And I don't know where the fuck you got it from, and then you fucking just throw it and be like, nah, you didn't see that. And then they say it so much that you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe it didn't happen. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I need to go see a physician. And they can fuck with you that hard. You'd be surprised. People get off to knowing about the human mind. There are people out there who are truly masterminds that can master your mind over most heads. That was a saying that I tried to stick with. That was a fucked up thing. I did that to kind of talk to the fellow gang stalkers and the hackers. I did that to fuck with them because I put over most heads because everything that they was doing to me, after a while, I wasn't even phased by it. I got to the point that the shit they was doing, either it was getting sloppy or I was getting too smart. And how I was figuring out this shit was happening to me, and when I was able to evade situations and feel like something wasn't right, I can feel it in the room. There was something that wasn't right, and I got the fuck out of there. Either way, you know what I'm saying? I was able to get away from it somehow, like, cause I feel like there was a lot of situations I escaped. There was ones where I really felt like I wasn't supposed to come back from that, and I just was lucky. You know, I feel like I just was lucky. I've always been lucky when it comes to almost dying and things like that. I've almost died way too many fucking times in my life to count. Way too many times. And nobody should endure that. nobody should ever go through that kind of shit. Though you've like almost been killed and you've almost died, and like, you know, whether you almost killed by somebody trying to kill you, or you almost died because you was in a fucking horrible car accident and then you didn't die, or let me think of a situation where I like almost like for instance, I was drugged, and this is fucked up. You know, I was drugged one time, and the needle was stuck in my arm. I don't do needles. Understand? I don't do that shit. I don't fuck with needles. I never use a needle. I don't even know how to use it. I don't. And I woke up and I saw scars on my arms, man. Cuts, like somebody was, you know, doing something to me when I'm sleeping. You know, and I'm like, that shit is that's hard to think about. That's ultimate abuse. That's no different than fucking beating up somebody, slapping your wife because she didn't cook you dinner after you came home. Like, bitch, why didn't you get this? Nah, but that's not. It's fucked up. For what? Or it gets extreme to the point that you putting somebody down and trying to like just have control over their mind, and then like when you wake up and you have these scars, you're like, what the fuck is this? At first I saw them just like, maybe I cut myself on something. Happens. I don't remember falling asleep. I remember being tired for no fucking reason, randomly, after, you know, fucking touching something or drinking, you know, and then fucking get tired. And I started realizing I was, you know, I felt like something was happening to me because I kept just getting tired, you know, and I was like, I'm not older than them, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't need to go to sleep and take breaks, and I'm pretty athletic, I got energy. Why am I weak all of a sudden now? You know, I'm a soldier. The fuck out of here. I'm not gonna believe that after a while. So, you know, what is this shit? The second time, you know, what is this shit? I knew because I had a golf ball like this. It was like the size of a golf ball. It was hanging out my fucking wrist, like right here, like right there in the vein. It was like that fat. My arm was fucking clogged. Now I understand. I've seen that before. I was fucking around with dope when I was in Arizona. Started fucking with it. I smoked this shit. Never fucked with needles. Never did. I have no reason to lie about it. No fucking reason. Never do it. But I've seen people who did it, and they told me what the fuck happened. And what happens when it happens is you fucking did it in the wrong part of the fucking vein. You missed the vein, and then it fucking clogs up in there. And when that shit clogs up in there, when it goes down, they get high. Because I've seen it happen to them. Oh shit, I'm high as fuck all of a sudden. It happens. It just kicks in. Trust me, that happens. So when I woke up and saw that, I've seen that before. I said, what the fuck is that? I'm like, I know for a fact ain't nothing happened. I didn't get into no fucking tussle or no fights, and I didn't fall. So what is this shit? I'm not drunk neither. And I'm like, it looks like that fucking shit that you got on your fucking arm right there. You know, the one that you know, whatever. So that happened to me, and like an hour later, I fucking I went to the shower. I drank some water, and I guess the water helped it flow, and I was fucking really fucking high, man, on meth. Tore up. I believe it was meth. I've done meth before. It felt like meth. And I never felt something that intense because I never done it like that, and it was a lot of fucking shit that dispersed my arm because I was about to fucking die. And the reason why I was about to die is not because I assumed or I was a little bit nervous. No, I wasn't panicking at all. I was actually calm. If I panicked, I probably would have been dead. My arms, I was 145 at the time. I was skinnier. You know what I'm saying? I was smoking dope. My arm, it got so swollen. It was bigger than my arms are now. It was like that fucking fat. My arms, my legs, my feet, fat, big as fuck. I looked like I was buff. I walked to the store and people were like, "You look good, man. You look alright." Because I looked like I normally looked. I looked like I was a bigger person. But no, I was very sick, man. And I felt it, and everything was going real fucking fast. You know, it was really fast. The whole world was just going like that, like speed racing. I was like, I'm about to die. This has to be an OD. I've been high on a lot of shit. I've done acid. I've done DXM. I've done a lot of hallucinogens. I ventured over into the meth where I was smoking that bullshit, and I've never felt that before, and nor was I ever gonna feel something like that unless I was obviously giving too much of what the fuck was given to me, which I believe was half an 8-ball, because it was discussed to me that I was discussing half an 8-ball with someone, and they all of a sudden the half an 8-ball was missing. I know where it went, and I was very hot. My whole body was warm as fuck. I was really fucked up. My hands were tingling. I had every symptom of a massive stroke coming, and possibly just high blood pressure, dying. And I said I was gonna go to the hospital, and I was gonna tell what happened to me, because I didn't do this, and they can actually tell how it's been poked into you. I didn't do that, and it was obviously amateur night, and I could have actually went to the hospital and reported that, but I don't like to fucking talk to people like authority, and plus, honestly, they don't really help anyway. I just don't like, what I'm saying, like, whatever. I felt like you're gonna get dealt with another way. I don't want to have to fucking go tell the fucking authorities, like, officer. No, I'm not gonna do that, but it's the right thing to do. If that ever happens to you, go do that. I'm not promoting that you shouldn't do that, but it's just how I am, and I don't want to make another issue, because especially when this happens to you and someone's fucking with your head, you're probably too nervous to do that, because you don't know what this person's capable of doing, because they want control. And I was under control. It happened to me. As much as I am a person who am a leader, a born leader, you can be taken off your. Someone can come in there and fucking do shit to you, and you can't stop that shit, because no one is immune to getting fucked with at all. It happens to everybody. Sometimes people really that really want to do this to you and really thrive off of it and really want to hurt you, they're going to do it. Don't give a fuck who you are. It happens. So just be humble. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that shit. That I knocked on the door, asked some help and shit, and no one came out. It's like they all wanted me to die, because like I said, I was being gang stalked. No one cares. So fuck the authorities. And I didn't go, and I walked, and I just walked around, and I just took deep breaths. I waited there. I didn't freak out. I wasn't like scared to die, because I didn't really care, honestly. I just realized I was about to die, and that's what was gonna happen. I had too much going on in my life to care about living or not. I was like, okay, this is it. I guess this is how I die. I was set up. I'm not happy about how I'm going, because I got played and mind fucked. I wish it was another way, a natural cause instead of being, but that happened to me. That wasn't something I did to myself. That was attempted whatever the fuck it was. But I was almost killed from that. That was close to death. There was other symptoms I was getting too. I had a lot of fucking shit. I kept getting sharp pains in here, and then my heart was fluttering and beating hella fucking fast. Calm. That's the only thing that saved my life, and I believe that. Because if you believe that freaking out and hyperventilating is going to help you, you thought fucking wrong. That's going to make it worse. I just was like, okay, this is what's happening. If I go, it's my time to go. I think God's got me. I didn't call home and say, I think this is my last day. I've done that before, because I had, I didn't make that call. I just said it's going to be okay. It sucks that they're going to think I died because I was a fucking addict. And that's the story that they're going to leave me with. And while this other person gets off fucking scot-free, because they're not going to believe someone. They're not going to believe that story, because no one cares about people that do that shit. I understand why sometimes, but not everyone is the same way the people you're thinking about are interpreting and shit. Some people have genuine hearts, and no matter what they do, they've been through a lot, and sometimes this is their way of coping with shit, or they just got caught up in a bad situation. Happens to all of us. It's abuse. It's gaslighting, making you believe shit that you think, is all of a sudden like what they're thinking with the reality of it, but that's not the real reality of it. I had someone actually like that I was with all the time, like really give me this little bullshit story about like. I didn't know like how a person that thought like that, like clearly sociopath tendencies. I'm not gonna call that person that, but you have the tendencies of it. You have every fucking trait that shows that, because when they say things like there's a perfect quote from a movie. I'm gonna quote it from Ted Bundy. It's a movie about that Ted Bundy, that fucking piece of shit, right? Who was going around fucking raping women and killing them. He's fucking piece of shit, scumbag, right? Fucking cocksucker. Well, he's dead now. You know, he's got shit shoved up his ass and he's electrocuted and shit. And good fucking riddance. No one gives a fuck. Moving on, right? Stop making movies about that motherfucker. Stop making movies about killers and shit like that. Fuck them. Like, make them just vanish. Take them to jail. Don't get no story. Talk about the victims. Look at this poor defenseless baby on here that this motherfucker killed. Don't put up his picture and put it up there and showing the whole world like we give a fuck. Fuck him. And then you got people writing them letters talking about other psychopaths and other shit. Oh my God, I love you so much. That piece of shit was in the movie, right? And he was like, the girl that he was with, when he was out, you know, like murdering and shit, come back home, like, have you been murdering? No, I was just having a couple, you know, late at work, I was at school, bullshit. And then they're out there doing that shit, lying all the time, and then it just seems like a legit lie, because you can't prove it. You'll never be able to prove it half of the time. And then they'll never give you the truth till the death. I was told, and then she picks up something that was a pair of handcuffs, and goes like, what are these? He's like, I don't know, never seen them in my life. Walks away. And I saw that shit, and I was like, wow, that was spot on. Because that's what every fucking psycho and every sociopath is probably going to say to your ass. Because that just graduates up to psychopathy eventually. Hopefully not, you know, maybe not. I'm not even going to make that a statement, but I believe it can happen. I've heard that a lot of times. Never seen it in my life. I saw shit in your hand, but never seen it in my life. It happens. And I've gone crazy to the point that I maybe I didn't see it. But nah, you can't let that shit happen. You gotta like try to, you know, it's hard, but some people can really do that enough to you, you can believe it. And if you don't think that you're fucking free from that shit, you're lying to yourself, because you look into the history book every day and read lies, and you go and preach those lies to other people. So don't tell me, like, if I say something that may have not have been 100% accurate, or you think you know the 100% accuracy to it, don't make a big discussion about how, like, you think you know something. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause you really, at the end of the day, you read some shit, and some of y'all motherfuckers, like, really read and really just are stuck on that. Even though someone's showing you that this is actually what happened, you're like, no, it says it right here, though. You're brainwashed, and people are very powerful, and people can know how to brainwash you, and they know exactly how to fuck with your mind. People of power, people that are of our own, do that to us. The people we look at, they're supposed to be the good guy. When we look up and hold up that fucking that money, and we look at that shit and we see those presidents on there, people like that have psychopathic tendencies, man. You think a president don't have that? It takes a motherfucker that doesn't give a fuck to press a button and then have a state fucking. You gotta understand that. Motherfuckers are brainwashed to think that, oh no, he's a nice person. That motherfucker don't care if you die. He really don't give a fuck. I'm not talking about this, our president now. I'm talking about presidents. Don't give a fuck if you die or a whole bunch of people die. They only give a fuck about what they want to care about. Like, you hear some shit like, I don't know, man, I'll discuss it later. I'm having my lunch right now. What do they have their lives to, though? Nice people. Generous, giving, caring. But they also have fucked up traits that I discussed before. Happens. Some people show you some shit in the front. This is who I am. I'm this person. Hi. I'm very nice. And then they show you that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That look of, I ain't never seen that look before. But it's fucking haunting. I'll tell you that. You're an Oscar winner. A damn good liar. Actor. But actors, man, their true character always gets revealed. Oh, believe that. You better believe it. So, exposure happens. So the best way to deal with exposure, you know, instead of this anti-sociopath fucking thoughts and shit like that, people who think like, you know, genuinely have remorse and compassion about some shit, like, okay, they feel bad about something they did, and they even feel bad about lying. So eventually they come back and tell you the truth. A person that's a psycho or a sociopath feel like, you know what? You still fucking lied to me. And they're never going to get over that because you lied to them. And that's it. You can't change that thought from them. You lied. Even if you come back and tell them the truth. You fucking lied to me. And that's how it's said. It's not the way it's said to you, the way they say things to you, without like really, like, that's how it is. Like, you stone. You're gonna die tonight. Some motherfucker yelling at the car, "Man, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you." Okay, whatever. You're not gonna do nothing. You know, you're just talking words of anger. But someone says that to you, in a certain way, you feel something out of that. You might feel that evil. They can look at you a certain way and see something that's still something from you. You know, take your breath away. Some evil out there. If you get travel into the wrong world voluntarily, I would advise you to stay the fuck away. If you don't belong in a place that you don't belong in, know your place, know your surroundings, and then if you don't feel comfortable here, then go with your gut feeling and get away from the situation. Shit. Sometimes we don't always go with our gut. Sometimes we go with our heart. Sometimes our heart can be caring in the right place, but our heart doesn't know the difference between it doesn't know when to get away. Your mind has to do that. If your heart's in the right place and you think with your heart a lot, in your mind you're just like, damn, I know this person's fucking up, but I love them or I care. But you need to just be like, I know this person's fucking up, and I gotta go. I love them, but I can't let them have my heart, because that's what they want, and your mind. They don't really give a fuck about your heart, but since it's there, I'm gonna fuck that up too. They'll steal it from you. You know what I'm saying? So don't think, you gotta just, some people just think that way though. You can't change that. And you're not wrong for being that way. And everyone's, has their own thing. This thing comes back from all these conditions and all these things that people like develop and mentally and shit like that, things that can't really be changed. You know what I'm saying? That was created, but a monster was created by some other fucking monster. Because they all have a story to share. That's fucked up. Dad was doing this, fucking fucked up shit sexually and beating the fucking shit out of them for no reason. Sitting in there playing fucking video games, motherfucker, like, bow. Just because. You think he gonna, like, go out the real world and some motherfucker slaps him? Oh, he gonna, childhood coming back. Oh, he gonna be flashing back like a motherfucker. You might have said the wrong thing to the wrong person. Not your fault. You didn't know. You didn't suspect anything because he was nice, generous, shy. On the outside, caring, sweet even. Drive you anywhere you need to go if you're hitchhiking. But them doors lock. Then you made a decision that you didn't know was gonna haunt you for the rest of your life or haunt your family for the rest of your life. So don't think every decision you made was because you're stupid or you're gullible or you're an okie doke motherfucker or you fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Or because you thought that shirt, everyone else was seeing something black and you're the only person that's seeing it white. It doesn't mean that you're completely blind to that situation. You know what I'm saying? You're just that the way they're doing it is not actually how it says. Cause that shit right there that I just said to you is something that is so fucked up that I can't even explain it, because that's what a psycho and a sociopath will say to you. Be very careful when you hear that term. If you're being gaslit and you're being gang stalked, you're gonna hear terms like that. It is a psychopath thing, and I'm explaining it to you. Like, when their shirt is black, man, but everyone keeps trying to tell me it's white. That is a fucked up thing, and that means that what they're trying to say to you, they're trying to tell you something. They're trying to tell you that it's happening right in front of you, but you're seeing things like you're not even seeing what's happening to you. But it's not happening like that. It's not that fucking blatant and obvious at all. Don't think you're foolish or gullible because it's happening. Don't let anybody feed you that bullshit. Everything they're doing to you is not that fucking. It's not right there. It's actually behind the scenes. Everything, like when you turn around, snatch your shit, put it in your pocket. I didn't take it. I didn't see it. Never did it before. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. And to the death. To the death. I was told a story by someone I knew that, shit with me, I don't give a fuck what it is. I mean, if I did something like today, she said at fucking court, I would tell them, I didn't do it. I don't give a fuck if they say, I still will say I didn't do it, period. And I didn't know that was a sign that I should have walked the fuck away. Thought we were just shooting the shit, but who would have known when that person was that real? The shit that was said to me, I just thought it was just bullshitting, but no. Because, I saw something in the outside that was glamorous, and behind that was a lot of fucking, some shit that was quite evil back there sometimes, and that's not that person's fault. I don't want to defend or care about people like that, because fuck that. Because you fuck, just because that happened to you don't mean you need to do it to everybody fucking else because the world gave you a bad fucking card. Like I'm not making excuses for you, but at the same time, these people, that's what led to that shit. So when someone goes out there that grew up in a household with a lot of drinking and shit like that, and he becomes a drunk and he starts doing the same thing, if it gets to the point that they just never stop doing the shit or never can try to change, like, just, whatever, then fuck that person. But you gotta understand it, like, instead of just walking away from that person like you don't give a fuck, like, just try to, like, talk to him. What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Because it's obviously that little kid, that little child that's coming out of you right now. And I see the kid that's pouting because you were getting fucked up all the time and you never got to have a childhood because your childhood insisted of getting beat the fuck up and assaulted all the time. And that's a sad thing to have to deal with, man. All of us come through some shit. Some of us don't. Even if we don't come through that kind of shit, they still see something or some kind of way. Maybe they're in their family may be rich, but they don't ever see their fucking family all the time. You see that shit. And so those kids, they go out and rebel a certain way because they never got to have parenting, really. They just lived up in a rich life, and everyone talks shit like, oh, man, you're just that rich-ass kid. I've talked to people like that, and they're probably like, fuck you, man. Because they don't want to hear that shit all the time. I knew this dude, like, we used to go to, they got a mansion, like, nice-ass shit. And we used to be in his crib, man. He got a pool table. He had maids in there. I'm like, yo, nigga, like, we just see that. I never called him out on that shit. As I don't like to put people down because they have. I don't do that. But a lot of people would do that all the time, say shit. But at the same time, we kind of use the fact that he had, like, let's go in his house and they like, go there. You start just taking shit because you can. This motherfucker had the maid come and bring me like a chicken cutlet. I'm like, what the fuck? Sitting there like, yo, this is the shit. And I've been that life. I've seen that shit. I like to venture and see everybody's lifestyle. I understand things so I can understand what I've seen. I didn't want to venture into the site in the underworld. No, that's some shit that you just get caught up in sometimes. Or you're completely innocent and, like I said, you got into the wrong car. Goes back to childhood. The saying, don't ride with strangers, but you know what? You just thought you were doing the right thing and it wasn't the right thing. Not even your gut was telling you to move away. You just thought it was right, and then now you got somebody who don't give a fuck if you think it's right or wrong. And locks the door, starts laughing, and then like you're wondering why he's laughing as you're fucking getting, all the worst things that happen to you. You're fucking bleeding and thinks it's funny. It's fucked up. It's probably funny and entertaining to them. That's their reality though. So, sometimes you just gotta be careful and think about what you do. You can't stop motherfuckers from really playing with your head though. I mean, like, it happens. Like, I've had people do that shit to me. Say shit that wasn't true, and sometimes it got to the extent that I was really getting fucked with so hard, and so it was articulate the way they were fucking with me. Like, it was so perfect. I went to my cell phone to look at some shit, to look at some, like, I would have a way of backtracking what I did and what was done to me by going back and looking at the history of a text message because there was a lot of lying going on. And I'm like, I know you didn't say this, you're saying this shit now, but I remember, like, when you texted me, you said something else. So let me just go back to the fucking phone. Whoever you're with sees that you do that. These people are watching you all the time. They get off to controlling you. Turns them on. Makes them come. Now we're into that world. And now this is the evil peeps, And they do this shit, and then they go back and they're on your phone and they delete that shit. Because now that thing that you used to go back and be able to get the truth from, they delete that truth. So they can say, I didn't do that. I didn't do it. Even though they did that, you don't have the evidence anymore. And then your head's now fucked with. They're fucking with you. Telling you shit like the blatant things that are so making you seem like things are obvious when they're not at all. You don't know shit because they're hiding it from you and they're fucking with you. You don't even know it. And then when you find out, they'll still never admit it. You'll never get the truth from it because they'll never give you the fucking truth ever. They have no compassion. The kind of compassion that a motherfucker had that's like a murderer, but like, man, like, I heard this guy like on a video talking, like, this guy was in prison. He was like talking about like how they went into his house and they shot people in there. Which is what they do in the world like that. Some motherfuckers get shot. It happens. You want to deal with that world, you can get shot. Understand that if you're going to have to be out there something dope. Don't think you're going to go in there That's what I'm saying. Know your place. So if I ever went out there selling, I know I can get shot or something happens to me. Someone can rob me. I know this. Really know that. So they go into this world and they get shot up because they owe money to the wrong motherfuckers. And then he goes in there and like the baby was in the house and like I guess they shot like it was a kid. She was like 11 or some shit, and they shot the kid by accident. And she could have lived, but she was in a lot of pain. And the dude was like, so I took my gun and I just I shot it, put out misery, And he was like acting humble about it. He's like, yeah, she was done. So I suffered. I killed her. I just put the 45 to her head, point blank. And he was acting like he was sad about it. Like, man, he felt bad that she was suffering. So I helped her out. He justified that shit. Fucked up in the head, man. That is the truth to him. He feels like he did something right. He really believes that. That's scary. But it was a nice person. Caring, giving, brilliant, smart, intelligent, kind, will offer you ramen noodles and all the commissary that you need, even give you a pair of towel or gym shorts in your prison cell. But a killer. But she didn't know better, what happens. So protect yourself, watch out. Be alert. Those are some of the signs. They can be small, but some people just overlook them because you're a nice person. You're genuine. After a while, when you get fucked with so much, when that happens to you, you see people from that lifestyle doing things to you, or you've been in these lifestyles. You grew up in a fucked up environment, or you grew up in a bad household, or whatever you see, drugs, in and out the house, sex, violence, you see all that shit in the house, you're going to pick some of that up one way or another. You may not be doing it, but you see it. So if some motherfucker comes in trying to do something like that, you're going to know about it because you've seen it. Motherfucker, I lived at home with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what they be saying. Like, don't try to play me. So when some people try to fuck with my head, and I've been fucked with so hard that you think that I don't know how to do that back now? If I wanted to? Hell fucking no. But I know that if someone does it to me, I know what's going on. I realize that you're fucking with me. And I see it, and I'm on to your bullshit. So I'm going to give you a choice to get the fuck away from me, or, we're both going to do something we don't like. And one of us got to kick the bucket. Depending on how they respond to that, is how I know who the fuck I'm dealing with. It's like, man, fuck you, whatever, blah, blah, and then we don't, we stay enemies. That person on that side, I'm on this side, and he stays an enemy. I know he's doing okay. He's doing whatever the fuck he's doing. He's hating me. I'm not liking him. I fucking hate him. And we hate each other, and we stay on one side, and we don't cross each other because we know what the fuck's gonna happen if we end up colliding. It ain't gonna look good. It's gonna be on the evening news, just like a motherfucking train colliding, baby. On the same track. So, if I hear him say something like, all right, you tough, you bad, come around you being all nice and shit, and then start doing shit, then that motherfucker might really be about that and might be fucked up in the head, and now you are a victim because you did and said the wrong thing to somebody by accident. You would have been some establishment that you didn't know was a fucking front. You walked up in the goddamn, the local burger joint. Looks nice. Business is good. Burgers taste fucking great. Fries. Best curly fries in the city. Drinks. Taste good. Love the ice. They got fine apple pies. Cherry pies. They even got fried Twinkies. And you go up in there, man. Motherfucker, I ordered 2 fried Twinkies. You only gave me 1, and plus I ordered fucking onions on my burger, and you didn't put onions on. You did this shit last time, and I'm fucking sick of it. Get off of me. And this is a front. Manager come back there, if he's ever back there. Come back there. What's wrong? What's going on with you, sir? Calmly. Make sure to fix that up for you, right? And fix it up for you, right? Not even spitting it. Just do it, caring, and take care of it in this world. But now you just caused a fucking scene in a store, and you did something, and you made a mistake you didn't know about. You got loud because you grew up with a lot of loud people, and that's how you act out. You did it in the wrong place, and you didn't know your surroundings. You weren't paying attention. You didn't understand. Happens. You've been fooled. He's gonna do a magic trick on you, and he's gonna show you that I'm this nice person, and ta-da, I'm this fucked up person, and this shit right here don't fuck with us. Because this right here is just to show people that I'm doing the right thing. But I'm just being a stand-up citizen. But you can get this work. And I'm gonna send people to follow you for the rest of your fucking life. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have people follow you everywhere you go just because. I'm not gonna kill you yet. I'm just gonna torture you until I feel like killing you. It happened on mistake because you made a fucking mistake. There's a sick world out there. It's underground. And it's always going to stay that way, which it needs to stay. Just don't go venturing off into that world. Sometimes you can slip and fall, cross the boundary that you didn't realize when you crossed it was going to be that much of a fucking consequence afterwards. But after that happens, you can only get stronger from what you endure and see and learn and smarter. And then you'll be prepared for what happens next, and you'll make smarter decisions next time. And be thankful that you're still around to tell the stories and shit like that, and help other people. Don't be a chicken shit. If this happened to you, then help other people. If you've been through some shit, you don't have to share anything with no one. But if you feel like that's your call, my gut feeling and my heart is to do what I do, whether it gets views or not. I'm gonna fucking do that, and no one's gonna tell me I can't do it. So if you believe in yourself and you're confident in that, just think the same way when you feel like something's not right and you need to leave. You got to do it. And just because they feel like it's not right, and they'll believe that you did something so fucked up to them, because whatever you do to them can never be any more worse than what you did to them. And that's how they fucking think. They can cheat on you, but bitch, you fucking cheated on me. Like, motherfucker, you cheated on me, motherfucker. And you mad at the man, and vice versa. And they cheat on you, and you're like, but you fucking cheated on me, didn't you? Yeah, but you cheated on me with the girl that was my friend, so that means it's worse. And now they believe what they did wasn't bad, but what you did was worse, and now they resent you for that. It only gets worse from there. I'm serious as a heart attack about this shit. Giving you my opinions and my thoughts and what I see. If I say something in Arab, I'm just going off of what I feel and what I've seen. I'm not trying to give you any type of written facts or anything that I don't know about. I just talk about what I see and what I feel, and to warn you and to help you, because I understand. And when you're so close to dying and shit like that before, and you're thankful that you're alive, like in between the strokes and all that other shit, it's just, then obviously there's a reason why I'm here, because ain't shit can kill me right now. It just keeps making me stronger. That's all. So that's why I feel I'm grateful, and I always need to remember that. Every time I forget that, no matter what's going on in my life right now, I gotta remember that I don't have to fucking even be here. You know what I'm saying? Because many times I could have kicked the bucket. Happens. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to say before I leave y'all. I mean, what more can I say? Manipulation is strong. I've discussed that before, but that's the best way to tell you, in a nutshell, that you are being gaslit. Check the signs and the symptoms. I'm gonna sign out now. Let's take it easy out here. It's a long ass fucking video. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I wanted to discuss this for a long time, and I said I wanted to leave a lot of this shit in the past, and I want to move forward in this year. But I'm gonna drop this for y'all, man, and let's take it easy out there. Y'all be safe. All fellow TIs, keep your head up. Be safe out there, and everything's gonna be alright. Trust me. It's gonna be a brighter day after all that fucking dark. Peace. Like and subscribe, please, baby. Please. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take it easy out there, man. For real, peace.